Hello, my name is Tess Weber, and I'm going to be showing you 3 different universal design strategies for studying shapes. Universal design, also known as UDL, is an educational framework based on research in the learning sciences, including cognitive neuroscience that guides the development of flexible learning environments that can accommodate individual learning differences. There are 3 types of shape exercises that students will show you in these videos. Go ahead and take a look.
Trace a triangle, a big triangle. Now a hexagon. Whichever one you choose, big or small. Now a parallelogram. And a trapezoid. Now using those shapes, wherever you drew them, I want you to create a funny character, okay? Go ahead.
In the last video, students used pattern block templates, just like these right here, which have different shapes that students can use to trace, draw, or create different objects. My students love using these. I call out shapes, they trace them or color them in, and then I let them create fun characters using them. It also has the words spelled out here and labeled with each one, which is great because they get to see the word written along with the shape. Here we have students using what is called attribute blocks. Attribute blocks are great because they're different colors as well as shapes and sizes. Students like to create patterns, they like to build things, they can name the shapes, and you can use them in many different ways throughout the classroom. My students love to use them in centers or with a partner or even individually, and they get pretty creative with what they create. The next video I'm going to show you is using geoboards. Geoboards in the classroom are really fun for students because it allows them to use rubber bands to create different shapes on their board, as you can see here. Students can create one shape or multiple shapes using rubber bands and their geoboards. And on the other side is a circle, which is great because it teaches you both parts of different shapes. The geoboard is versatile and can be used at all levels for teaching and learning about different areas of mathematics. It has been found to be a particularly useful aid for investigational and problem-solving approaches. There is no set sequence to use with geoboards when using them to teach a mathematical concept. And so it's an easy tool to incorporate into mathematics units and learning sequences. Here, we were discussing shapes, and these 2 students created different shapes using their boards. In the videos that I just showed you were students working on different types of UDL strategies for learning about shapes. Those strategies can be used for other types of math manipulatives or anything that you would like to use in the classroom. First, we had our pattern block templates where the students used pattern block templates in order to understand different shapes and then create their own character. They identified the shape and they were able to draw it as well. The second one that we saw was the attribute blocks, where students can identify the shape and then they can create patterns, build things with them, have a lot of hands-on experiences. The last one that I showed you was the geoboards. The geoboards allow students to utilize the rubber band to create different types of shapes in order for them to understand the different types of lines that shapes have and the spaces in between them. And they can also use the other side for learning about circles and symmetry. Universal Design for Learning is an educational framework that optimizes opportunities for all individuals to gain knowledge, skills, And it creates an enthusiasm for learning. When the students are working with these different types of manipulatives and different ways to learn in the classroom, they're paying attention, they're excited about it. They're not copying things from a board and writing down notes. The universal design for learning does not imply one optimal solution for everyone, but instead it underscores the need for the flexibility, the customization, the content, and the assignments and activities and assessments that a teacher can provide for her students in order for them to get the most out of their education.